Hello, Sweet Home Arizona people. If you are just joining us here on this channel, coming over from Sweet Home Maricopa, welcome. If you expect to get short, newsy clips here, you're in the wrong place. Go back to Sweet Home Maricopa. Here, I tend to ramble. I tend to babble. Now, if you just want to subscribe here, just in case that channel gets deleted so that you'll know when I set up another newsy channel, fine. But if you want to hang out with us, the people that for some reason don't mind me babbling on and on, then welcome. Welcome to Sweet Home Arizona. All right, so where do I begin? I have a whole bunch of things I want to talk about. Let's see if I can remember any of them. Yesterday, I hung out with the tall guy, the tall, lanky fellow, and it was crazy because three of his friends, he introduced me to four friends, and three of them I'm connected to already. I actually think all of them know a mutual friend. So if you're following along, you know that I was introduced to Doug, the tall guy, through a mutual friend of ours who used to live out here in California and has since moved back east somewhere, Texas. That's where he moved. But so Doug, living in Tennessee, comes out to visit and comes up to Glendale, which is real close to where I live, and says, hey, let's hang out. I'm going to introduce you to some of my buddies. I meet all these guys. They're all friends of my other friend. And then I find out that they also, two of them have gone to my church where I am an elder. And one of them still goes there. He was the last one to show up. And he goes, hey. And I go, hey. And we had just met at church a couple months. Well, I think it was right after the lockdown started lifting. I think I don't know how long he's been going there. Maybe he's been going there over a year, but it's all been online. So it was crazy. Here I'm connecting with some guy that I met online, and I already know all these people. And then so one of those surprisingly enjoyable evenings. And I when I watch back the videos, so I posted one video that I'm sure you've all seen from yesterday on Sweet Home Maricopa. It's a 40-second clip where I'm just updating and telling people to come here to Sweet Home Arizona, and then this tall fellow steps up into frame, or he steps up, and I'm like, and that was obviously planned. I thought it would be kind of funny, but what was I going to say about that? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I totally lost my train of thought. That's what happens over here at Sweet Home Arizona. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Thank God. When I look back at that clip, and then I look at the other clip that I posted here yesterday, that clip linked to, I get this thought, there are certain people that watch this that have no patience for me gallivanting about, talking about myself, right? I just want news. I come to your channel just to get news. I'm like, well, it's my channel, and I'll do what I want. Yes, the news is very important, obviously. But I was telling, actually, Liz Harris today on the phone, that lady, she is in the thick of it. I just feel for her. She is in the thick of it. She gets the good news and the bad news, and it's just like this roller coaster for her. Good news, bad news, good news, bad news. It's like, and it's just like, it's impossible for her to step back like I can and just have this the more the bird's eye view of the generalities of what's going on, where she's in the thick of it, and it's just this emotional roller coaster ride. And I told her, you have to enjoy yourself. You have to have fun at times. You have to joke, and there's kind of a running joke that we have going back and forth, which is good. I referenced that, and she goes, oh yeah, I need that. You gotta realize, as bad as things look, it's not out of control. I mean, if you're not a Christian and you're watching this and you're like, yeah, you guys have this irrational faith in that everything's going to work out in the end. And it's not irrational. That's the crazy thing. I'm going to go on this tangent. When I became a Christian, I'll link my testimony video. That's what I'll do. I got to remember to link my testimony video. I did my testimony a week or two, like 2 weeks ago. So when I became a Christian, I was 18 years old. And I'd already been an intellectual. My dad is kind of a philosopher, reads a lot of philosophy, and I sat at his feet when I was going through puberty, like 13, 14 years old, and just listened and just absorbed these, philosophies, world philosophies, like, and, my dad's educated. He doesn't have a prestigious degree to show for it, but the guy is very, very intelligent and knowledgeable. And so I just absorbed it as a teenager, and I had friends wondering what the heck I was talking about. Like I would have sessions where I'd sit and I'd talk stuff, and this was when I was a teenager, like 14 years old. I'm like 5 or 6 of my friends sitting around going, what? And I'd just be, I'm serious. It's kind of like this, but I was just a kid lost, and I was preaching doom and gloom back then. But now, I'm telling you, it is an exciting time to be alive. There are dark days ahead in the United States, I would say, and around the world, but there's already dark days around the world. In the United States, we are sheltered from what's really going on in a lot of places around the world. There are horrific scenarios that people have to endure. Think of North Korea, when you are brainwashed and told that the outside world is evil and against you, and you have no connection to the outside. You have no idea what's going on in the outside world. You just have this regimented. You are not an individual. You are a unit. We can't even imagine. That is darkness today in the world. How about those who are being massacred, and their minority populations, and that giant empire on the other side of the planet that is our number one enemy? Their entire cultures are being erased today. This is not something that happened during World War II, right? This is today. They are practicing. I'm telling you, if you haven't heard this, your eyes are just about to open. Forced organ harvesting. Have you not heard of forced organ harvesting? You have people in prison. They take your blood type, and some rich guy comes to your country and says, I need a liver. And they order one up, and they take a person and cut out their liver without anesthesia. That happens today. And then they discard that person and sell that liver for $100,000, whatever that rich person. That's what's happening today. Now, that's not dark times coming. That's dark times around the world today. But there are some dark times coming to America. There is going to be strife. But it's the best kind of strife. Like a scalpel is a healing instrument, the cutting must happen. All right, so that got kind of serious. But you got to have fun. You have to enjoy life. That's the point of life. What is the purpose of man? To enjoy God. Right? To enjoy God and His creation. Look around you. This planet is incredible. The people in your life that love you and that you love, those are all gifts, incredible gifts. Okay, so have fun, but be serious about the business. And that's Sweet Home Maricopa. I talk more serious over there, but I do have a smile and a skip in my step, because I'm to quote a friend of mine, the happiest guy I know. All right, so what else did I want to talk about? I had a bunch of things to talk about. So I remember that one. I am making plans. I did talk about this here, that the road trip, if I gotta wait till the thing comes in the mail, the number where I can Did I mention this? So, oh, I was on another channel. Some of you know about that other channel. I'm not telling you right now. So I'm making money on YouTube right now, and the number keeps going up. But they have to send you this in the mail. It's a code that you have to enter into to connect to your bank account, and then you can transfer the money from your YouTube account to your actual bank account. So technically, that money's not mine yet until I get that code in the mail. So I actually have to check the mail. It says it was sent on the 21st. We sent this to you on the 21st. So maybe it got in the, what's today? The 22nd? Yeah. So if it didn't get here today, it might get here tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully it gets here, and I'll be on it. So then I'm going to transfer every day. They take my channel down anytime. I want the money that I earned. But if it keeps going like this, today was a good day. I got this probably, I don't know, might be my best day since I got monetized. My first day on Monday was a great day, and today my videos did well, very, very well. And so it'll either be my highest paid day or my second highest. And if it continues, subscription and views is the main thing. Like, subscriptions are great, but it's actual views that you get paid for. You get paid on views. Like, you could have 1,000 subscribers, which is the minimum for monetization. You could have 1,000 subscribers, but if you have 100,000 views, you're getting paid, right? You could have 1,000 subscribers and 1 million views, and you're getting paid a lot. So the views are the main thing. So thank you all for watching and subscribing. Subscribing is good because you get notified. You're a little more loyal, or you're a troll and you just want to troll me. Oh, that's something I did want to talk about. And I'll probably do a video on this tomorrow. Not a whole video on it, but at the end of one of my videos tomorrow, because this censorship thing, right? So I've turned off comments on all my channels. Not turned them off, I've obviously held for review is what it says. All comments are held for review, and people are calling that censoring. And yeah, okay, it's censoring, or it's screening, or it's, it's editing out. Not every letter written to the New York Times gets published, right? You just have to be selective. And so, and there's also the notion that this is not a free platform. Like, YouTube is a business, and they get to do what they want, and they can. So what I'm going to mention in the video tomorrow is I can get my channel deleted based on people's comments, right? I am forced to censor, right? It's like, just risk it. I was like, risk my channel? Forget that. It's so YouTube, and this is the thought that occurred to me, a way to describe it. YouTube is not the public square. It's a precursor. It's not the digital public square. It is a precursor to it. It is a template for it. It is a model for it. It is a model that is owned by somebody, but the true digital public square is coming, and nobody will own it. You will own your own digital presence. You will own your own, like, you won't have to have it posted on YouTube. You will have your own location, and people will be able to find you. There'll be networks that you don't have to depend on some overlord censoring you and monitoring you. So I'll mention that, because I've got people going, you're a commie because you admit that you censor. I'm not subbed anymore. I'm not going to give you money, blah, blah, blah. Fine, unsubscribe. But I can't explain in every video why I have to do it. So I'll do it once or twice. I got to come up with a succinct way to say it, because I can't fill my videos with all this information. Not everybody watches every video. So if I only say it once, I'll keep getting those comments later. Anyway, so you guys understand. You guys, the vast majority of you here at Sweet Home Arizona, are all on board, and you get it, and I'm grateful. And that's the beauty of this thing. It's like the Sweet Home Maricopa is it's the big channel where you've got this wide array of people that say whatever they're going to say, and then there are those that, most of you discovered me over there and wanted to know more, and for some reason, and I'm grateful, came over here, and this channel is blowing up. Like, we've hit 3,000 yesterday, and the views, because the viewing hours. So to get monetized, this channel will probably be monetizable pretty quickly because these are longer videos and you guys tend to watch the longer videos, and that increases the viewing hours much more quickly. When I started this channel and started, if you go to the marching orders video where I said, hey, start watching my videos on my other channels so that you build up the viewing hours. This one's just organically growing very quickly. I'm already over 1,000 viewing hours in just like 3 or 4 days since whenever I started this a week ago. I'm already more than, it's like 1,200, 1,300 viewing hours. I'm already about a third of the way to qualifying for monetization. I already have enough subs and I just need the viewing hours. And it's like, oh, well, thank you guys. So this one will be monetizable very quickly as well. And then if you go find those other channels, some of you know what I'm talking about, some of you don't. If you look up the marching orders video, that'll explain everything. So I have to get on my locals. I have a couple videos to post on my locals channel, and I just need to find the time. I did an interview with the winner of the scavenger hunt. It's like a 35-40 minute interview with the winner. You know who you are, Kim. It was great, and that is going to be the first video I post on my locals channel. I mean, it's set up. I just have to go in and figure out my way around. And I told Kim that it would be posted yesterday or today, but it'll probably be early next week because I'm going to go see the tall guy again. He's still on the West Coast. We hung out with him and his friends yesterday, but I just got a message from Liz Harris. It's about that running joke. I have to respond to her in a minute. But so next week, he's still on the West Coast for another week or so. So I'm going to run down there and go through the local stuff with him because he's got his locals channel set up. He's posting on locals all the time. And I'll just take my laptop and I'll say, all right, help me get this thing figured out. Then I'll start posting videos there. I did that one video, the interview with Kim, will be the first one I post. And then Doug and I both recorded each other at the Armenian cigar shop yesterday for local. So I don't know if he's posted his video. We hit record at the same time, or we're recording each other and his friends. And so that one will go on locals. Us sitting there smoking cigars. Blech. I actually don't mind cigars. I don't smoke anything, but cigars, it's like a cultural thing. Like I've probably smoked 26 cigars in my life, and 24 of them have been with Armenians. It's just, I'm in the world of Armenians with the project that I'm working on, and cigars are, it's I don't know, it tastes good. I know it's gross. Some of you are like, ew, cigars, you get lung cancer and die. That's disgusting. It's a different experience, I mean, obviously some people just smoke cigars and that's bad. I've smoked like 25, 26 cigars in my entire life. So I hung out with Doug and smoked cigars last night, and that video will be posted on locals. But again, I'm going to go have Doug walk me through it next week. So get ready for me to start pitching locals. All right, I don't know if I've covered everything I want to talk about, but I have yammered on for 18 minutes and 40 seconds. There must be something else I was going to say. But as they say, if it's not important, it must not be important. If you can't remember it, it must not be important. I'm grateful that I'm not alone on this journey. This explosion of YouTube subs, it's weird to call it that because these friends, like I consider the vast majority of you friends. If you're watching this, certainly we're friends, or you hate me and just can't take your eyes off me. I don't know why you're watching, but we're friends. And if you're a Christian, I'm going to get to know you guys, right? We've got eternity. So I'm being brutally honest, open here, and you're getting to know me and my quirks and mannerisms and eccentricities. But I will get to know every single one of you very, very well because we got forever. So I'm looking forward to that time. When I'll get to know your names, I'll get to know your families, I'll get to know everything about you. Just think about it, eternity. We're just barely at the beginning. Like, it's like, if you know mathematics, right? It's like we're at this infinitesimally small beginning point. This is like singularity, right? We're just hardly at the beginning of what we're going to experience, right? We're going through some crazy stuff, but it's just the beginning of forever. All right. And on that note, love you guys, and I will talk to you next time.